10 meters behind that bush there, just watching over in the most gorgeous afternoon light. Look at that. She's very pretty. And then Thandi's a little bit further away, and I wouldn't be surprised if Thandi comes flying in here to try and kind of see if she can get this carcass away. But in the end, it's probably too heavy for her to hoist anyway, and so she's going to have to just watch as this hyena tears into this and basically just eats it. You know how hyenas can be. They will just devour all of this, and they will get really a lot of it down. It's unbelievable kind of how much they can fit in. Now this particular hyena has got a bit of a belly on it already, and so its tolerance for the amount of flesh it can actually pop into its stomach will be quite interesting. I'm pretty sure that it's not going to be able to take as much as it normally would, but it's going to be interesting to see how much is left. I wouldn't be surprised the hyenas have a full go here, eat, and once it's finished, that you find Thandi coming in and trying to just take whatever the leftovers are. Now Tlalamba's laid down. I can't see where Thandi is. I haven't seen her lurking at all. I'm hoping she will arrive too, because otherwise she's going to have lost this, I'm afraid. And you can see Tlalamba is looking utterly unimpressed by all of this, as why is this kind of carcass been sitting. Now, Francis, you say what a drive. It's chaos. It's absolute sort of chaos. We've got lions that are all over the show, who knows what's going on with them at the moment, that are all interacting. We've got 2 male leopards on a kill. We've got 2 female leopards on a kill. And now a hyena that's kind of interacted on both leopard kills. Here comes Hosana. Here's Hosana. So Hosana's found this carcass, and look at him. He's going to try and edge forward. Now, it's going to be interesting to see Tlalamba's run away. She immediately ran out of the way. This is ridiculous. Now, we're going to hold off speaking because I'm going to try and take this to a wider audience as soon as we can. Now, I wonder if Thandi's going to come in. Right, now welcome to South Africa. It is an epic start to our afternoon, to our evening, should I say. As you can see, there's a tug of war between a hyena and a leopard. So what's happened here is a female leopard killed a nyala, and her and her cub have been feeding during the afternoon. But not more than 150 meters away was 2 male leopards that also had a kill, and one of the male leopards has run in here with the hyena, and they've stolen this kill, and they are now having a tug of war between the 2 of them. This is absolutely insane. Now, I wonder if the female's going to come back this way, or are we going to see maybe the other male also arriving here, because the other male is a much bigger male than this one. This young male is called Hosana, and the bigger male is Tingana, who's his dad, and he might arrive. With the noise of these 2 feeding and fighting, you might find that that other male comes in. But look at how the hyena is still eating, even though the leopard is trying to drag it away from it, and the hyena is going to use all of its power and strength to be able to try and kind of break this open and pull this and try and get as much out of this carcass as possible. Now, it really is quite amazing to see these 2 predators going at a tug of war between them. Now, the male leopard is going to try and grab as much as he can and try and maybe get it up into a tree. So even if it's a chunk or a piece of it, he's going to try and get as much as he can up there, or he's going to sit and just feed right next to this hyena. This is absolutely ridiculous. How amazing is that? Now, this is just insane. We have 4 leopards and a hyena all in the same place, and I wonder where the other 2 leopards have run off to. I wonder if maybe Mom has gotten a fright and her and her cub have shot off and gone in a different direction. It wouldn't surprise me at all. They ran off sort of up north away from us, and so I wouldn't be surprised if the 2 of them are trying to get out of here as quick as possible. With hyenas and other leopards around, a mom will always be very, very careful of her cub and will try and kind of separate them. But just listen to the noise of these guys actually feeding. I don't know if you can hear it. The hyena's jaws are so powerful. It's just breaking open that rib cage and trying to get into where the flesh is. And you can see why they can make short work, but look at how close that leopard's face is to the hyena. Isn't this insane? This is absolutely ridiculous. Now, this is not something you're going to see every day. We've been absolutely spoiled by seeing this. Now, it is a reminder that you can ask questions and you can post any comments. You can just do that in the comment section below. I also haven't introduced myself. My name is Tristan, and on camera I've got Senzo this afternoon, and it's a very warm welcome, and I hope that you're going to enjoy this. It is an insane amount of action that is taking place. It's very, very, very cool to kind of see what's going on. Now, I am very surprised if the other big male doesn't arrive here. I'll be shocked if he doesn't, and the reason why is the other big male was finishing up the kill that he had, and so he'll hear this crunching, he'll hear this interaction, and I will just keep an eye and a sort of head on a swivel just in case he comes flying out of the bush and arrives at this particular carcass and we see him also interacting, because if he runs in, I wouldn't be surprised that the hyena and this leopard runs away immediately. Now, I'm just listening because I can hear some alarm calls. I wonder if he's on his way. So, Emruth, the reason why Hosana is not attacking the hyena is because the hyena is still dangerous to him. A bite from one of those, well, from a hyena's jaws, could very well latch onto his paw, could break bones in his paw. Remember, their mouth structure is hugely powerful. I mean, you can see how this hyena is ripping into this carcass and taking off big chunks and breaking bone, and that means that Hosana has got to be a bit careful of that. He doesn't want to get himself injured. Much easier for him to be able to find another meal than it is to be able to try and interact with something like a hyena. So he's really got to be very careful about that, and that's why he's just going to try and kind of feed next to it. And what's eventually going to happen is that hyena is going to get full and might just leave a piece, or they're going to have a tug of war and the carcass is going to break, and Hosana is going to end up with one section and the hyena is going to end up with the other section. But they're both in a race to try and eat as much as possible. Unfortunately for Hosana, hyena's got a better ability to be able to just swallow massive chunks of meat. But this is insane. It's amazing how quickly a hyena goes through a carcass. It astounds me when they do this. Look at that. They are almost nose to nose. Tingana's coming now. The big male's here. So the big male leopard has also come in. Here we go. Now this is going to be very... There we go. You see now, look. There we go. He definitely is going to be the boss. You can see how Hosana ran away straight away. The hyena's gone, and now look at him taking it up. Now the hyena's coming back as well. He's going to try and get it. This is just insane. Now the hyena's grabbed the fetus from this baby, baby Nyala that was inside the mother. There goes the hyena. Hosana, unfortunately, has lost out, but Tingana has got it up in a tree. Here's Thandi. Now there's the third leopard. Here comes Thandi as well. So there's the mother. She's also here. So we've got the mother, we've got Hosana coming in. 3 leopards in the same place. Look at this. This is insane. Now Thandi's moving off. She's calling her cub. She's trying to get her cub to try and say, come, let's get out of here. There's too many leopards around. There's too much going on. And so she's trotting off. Hosana is going to the base of the tree to try and see if he can find some food. This is insane. Now, can you believe what is going on here? This is ridiculous. This is not something that you are going to see every day. There's 2 big male leopards, well, one very big male leopard and one still growing leopard in one frame, and Thandi in the background somewhere off to the left. You might be able to just see her moving. So 3 leopards in one shot, which is not what you see very often, especially 3 adult leopards like what we're seeing now. The cub has run off. The cub would have run off in this commotion. She's going to try and gotten somewhere safe. I wouldn't even be surprised that that little cub is up in a tree somewhere, just trying to stay out of the way of this chaos. But you can see Tingana's power. He just ran in. You see how that hyena immediately saw, wait, this is not a young leopard like the one I've been dealing with, and that's why he's literally just kind of, everyone let go and ran off. Tingana's run in, grabbed it and taken it. And now what's interesting is that you see, look, Tingana's actually urinating. So urinating from the tree is what he's doing. So he's scent marking even from up there, telling all of these leopards and hyenas this is his domain. All of you back off. You can see the dribbling coming down a little bit. It's not easy to see, kind of the background is difficult, but there you can just kind of see it coming down a little bit. So that's him telling everybody, this is my carcass, this is my area, all of you back off. And wow, that went from 0 to 100 in about 5 seconds. All of a sudden, we were sitting here and there was no leopards on this carcass. There was a little cub that was just watching from further away, about a year old, who wasn't kind of doing anything. And all of a sudden, hyena first, then Hosana, then Tingana, and now mom is also running in the form of Thandi. This is just insane. Now, for those of you who've never kind of joined us before and watching this chaos unfold, like an interesting situation. What we actually have is a leopard kind of family tree here. So the leopard right in the top of the tree, he's the big guy in this area and the dominant male. He's called Tingana. And he is quite an old male. He's about 12 years old, and he is the father of the leopard that is below him, called Hosana, who is a male that is about 2 years and 8 months and is still growing and still finding his feet. At the moment, Dad is very tolerant of him, but is still kind of, figuring things out. Now, the other leopard, which is the female, her name is Thandi, and she's the older sister of Hosana. So she's about 12 years old, much the same age as Tingana, and they have the same mother, Hosana and Thandi, and Tingana has fathered Thandi's cub as well as Hosana. So it's a very complicated mix. It's all kind of linked together, and they've all kind of sort of joined in this one area, which is just insane. Wow. Giselle, you're saying you're trying to find one word for the sighting, but it's too difficult. I don't know. It's just absolute pandemonium is what I would probably say for one word. It's insane to see what has just taken place. These are not things you get to see every single day. You go a long time in life going through to the bush and visiting and being a guide before you'll see a sighting like what we've just witnessed. That amazing kind of rush in from these leopards. You can see, look at him, he's up there. Now, what's interesting is this is the second kill he's stolen today. Tingana stole Hosana's kill this morning. So Hosana had a kill further away, about 150 meters away, and he stole that, and he's now stolen another kill from poor Hosana. And so, it's just a game of thievery at the moment, and it's been like this through the whole winter with these particular leopards. We've been seeing this regularly, that they all kind of are thieving from one another, and it's become all a bit of a mess. But anyway, there goes Hosana. He's trying to see if maybe that carcass drops, that he can grab some of it. Tingana's trying to steadily put it back into the tree. This is absolutely ridiculous. Wow, is all I can say. Now, it's going to take a bit of time for everyone to settle. It will all settle down eventually. You will find that everyone will find the place that they want to be in, and everyone will kind of relax a little bit, but it's going to take a bit of time. It's been a sudden kind of moment of complete chaos. Anyway, it's been an absolute pleasure having you guys on board. We're going to sign off for now. I hope that you enjoyed that moment of pandemonium, and we'll hopefully see